there was a stage in my life where you see if like the younger years when like a woman was really attracted to me, that it was just easy for me to just fuck it. I might just roll with it because it's just easy. There's no work, and I think that's the really shit part of like my past. But I do believe this. Yeah, the reason I don't put levels like what you do, like I kind of agree with Chiz what you're saying, because I do think there's going to be women that I've got zero access to, and even if I try to holler at them, even if they in the blink, if they turn around and think even if they thought, oh, he's attractive, they're gonna look at something. Because I got a flipping Fitbit, I don't have a Rollie or whatever. They might be like, it's not, you know what I mean? But if there was a spark of interest in me, and we had an opportunity to sit down and have a conversation, the whole story will change. The whole story will change because we need to break down that first barrier, innit? Because all we do is put our walls. Yeah. All we do is put our walls, and a lot of our walls are fake. A lot of our walls are fake. Do you get what I'm saying? So as soon as you kick down that polystyrene wall and we have a conversation, the whole shit changes. And I used to be I met when I was 21 or 21, I met this woman. She was about 28, and we were in a petrol station, me and my friends. We was in no, in fact I was younger because I was in my first car, my Emirates Peugeot 306, M255 JVC. Okay. I remember that. Yeah, that was my car, and we were in that. Anyway, this girl, she's coming. She's playing Jaheim's album. I'll never forget. She's playing Jaheim, Ghetto Love. I'm saying, bro, we're in the petrol station. We put £3.97 in, and she's come rolling in. You just need to get home. She comes rolling in, and we're like, raw, like young boys, like we. So I go and chat to her. Because I'm confident. I'm standing by. I'm putting. When you're like we've counted all the change in the car. Yeah, bro. Anyway, I've gone to chat to her. She's not having it at first. Yeah, bro. We're chatting, and I managed to get her attention. And she's like, I said, just give me a couple minutes of your time. And we're chatting. Anyway, she's a model. So she says to me, if you're really interested in me, I'm gonna be at London Fashion Week tomorrow. So come to London Fashion Week. I'm like, babe, I'm working tomorrow. I don't take the day off work for nothing. So chatting. Anyway, it's quite a long story short. We're in there we're outside in the petrol station, 45 minutes talking. My friends are in the car, vexed. We're chatting, but I'm getting through, I'm breaking down the barriers. She's like, just come back to mine. So I'm saying, I need to just come back. We've chatted, I broke down all the barriers. She's like, come back to mine. So I'm like, listen, I need to drop my friends home. Now, we're in Battersea. Our friends live in Battersea. So she's following me in her car. She's got a Benz. She's following my Peugeot. Winstanley, drop off one friend. Around Surrey Lane, drop off another friend. Then I'm like, now you take over. And we follow her and we go Surrey Keys to her house. She got concierge and all that. I've just dropped my friends to the blocks. And I'm take the day off work the next day. But I get through. I get through. Now I feel like the man, because I'm saying all my days, initially, I didn't think I had no play. She just give me a little bit of time. Anyway, now, a few weeks later, my brother's like, what happened with that? I'm saying, blood. She's getting on my fucking nerves. He's like, what? I'm saying, but I need to get rid of her. He's like, what? No, what? No. Like, he can't even fathom getting her, let alone getting rid of her. Then I get to realize, you know what? I'm something, but we just got to break down barriers, and that's all I'm saying.
No, I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
You get the opportunity to talk. This is why when you work with people, you get true. If you spend a lot of time with someone, you get true.
But you got opportunity though.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, get opportunity.
I took the opportunity.
Another example. Remember that party in Atlanta? The ball. For instance. Man's gone to the ball 2 years ago. I'm seeing all like the girls there, the man in my double tapping. They're all there. Me, Marv are chilling, chatting with Daps. Man's got sharp tuxedo on. The oud is ouding on 5,000. The power levels are. If your girl walks past, the exorcist will grab her neck. You know what I mean? Now we're just talking. All these women with 1 million followers, couple 100,000, oh my God, where you from? Then they're holding conversation. Oh, add me. We should link up. Before. Oh, I'm going tomorrow, babe. Oh. Like they're catting to link up, but like you said, like Wes said, it's being in the right places, isn't it?
You got access.
I got access. So being in places of access, I realized over years, I don't need to be the richest in the room.
Just gotta be in the room.
Yeah, I don't need to be. I don't need to be the tallest. I don't need to be the most handsome. Yeah. Just put me in the room.
Yeah, you have to have substance.
Just put me there.
You have to have substance.
Put me down and I'm winning.
Listen, I've seen people in you lot's like chats, yeah, yeah, because obviously I'm a real fan of the pod. Yeah. Big you up. Anyway, the girl are like, oh, when I see Gabe, I just come here for wisdom and chocolate. I swear I see that. I couldn't believe it. I said, yeah, and I know he's seen it because he's probably framed it. Yeah.
The way people think that I have like a harem or some oasis full of women just jumping out the water ready for me.
No, but what I'm getting at is, you see, because you're actually you're pretty smart. You know what you're talking about. You're confident. So like from when we met years ago, I was like, all right, cool. This guy knows what he's talking about. Yeah. Like I met him on the radio station. I'm thinking, right, okay, now he knows what he's talking about. Yeah. He's sensible. He's got a vision. He's got a plan. This is before the bars and all of that. I just thought, right now, this, you know, and I think that's clear to see. So you could have all the same aesthetics, yeah, like, you know, like the V-neck and the same. You could have all of that, yeah, but if you be dance like, and the whole thing will change because like. Once you get through the barrier, when people talk to you, you probably knock down a lot more things than you would knock down if you didn't have anything on in your mind. And I think that there, because women, all their confidence, how you carry yourself, if you're smart, like remember, you know, being like a alpha or a sigma or one of these males here that like command the room. It isn't necessarily about brawn, you know.
No.
It's about you and what you bring.
It's competence, isn't it?
Competence, confidence. Intelligence, all of these things are attractive. You get what I'm saying?
Where would you say your confidence has come from? As in growing up, would you say it came from your parents? Would you say it came from your friends? Would you say it came from... Because you articulate yourself well and you're very confident. You're like, I get almost, you know when someone says, I don't care what you think about me from you. Even though I think we all care, but we don't care. Yeah. Where would you say that came from? Where did that confidence come where you literally, I'm me? Yeah. Like I don't care. Like I think I fuck with me. I think
I got the balance of the nurture and the nature. Okay. So I think naturally I'm just confident, but my parents instilled a lot into me. So you know, like I am who I am, innit? And this is all you're gonna get. So I'm just me. And I gotta be happy with me. There's things that anything that can change, then I could change. Like so when I put on weight, I just went to the gym. I ate better and lost weight. That can be changed. But if I'm going great, like this is me, innit? Take it or fucking leave it. Then because I own it, I'll be picking, the greys, the silver fox. The girl them like it, but I swear if I hated it, you would know. People would know I hated it, and then
so they could sense it basically.
It was sent, yeah. So you just gotta just be yourself. But I definitely think it's a mixture of nurture and nature.
And moving to another topic, do you feel that there should be a separate category when it comes to female rap, male rap, female DJs, male DJ? Should they be separate?
No.
Why do you say that?
Because they're just doing, it's the same art form. It's the same art form. I think it's the same art form.
Chis, would you say that female DJs and male DJs should be separated in categories?
No, it's not sport, innit? So if it was a sport, it's different, innit? Because that's physicality. But when you're able to do the same thing at the same level, why?
Would you say it's undermining when someone says, oh, she's a great female DJ or she's a great female rapper? Would you say that's undermining her talent when someone mentions the female before? Because women tend to say it themselves. Yeah. I was in a group where they was talking about this, and I made a point of saying that I find it's more women who mention or make a point of saying they're a woman. Like they'll say, female DJ, or they'll mention the fact they're female in somewhere in their bio. Like, and my question now is that, do you feel it's undermining when someone makes a point of saying she's a great female DJ? Oh, and she's a woman.
No, I don't think it's undermining. What I think it is I think we're getting to the stage where we're starting to, it's becoming more of the norm. But anything that's male-orientated business or woman-orientated business, so you're gonna stand out. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think it's just natural at the beginning. I think in 5 years' time, they're just gonna be DJs.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because there was a time when they were few and far between, and now they're becoming more and more and more and more and more. And soon it will just be standard. Because I remember a time when the female DJs were getting booked because they were female. And now, man saying, nah, certainly you're a shit. Yeah. And do you get what I'm saying? You could look good, little more, like you're shit. Do you get what I'm saying? So now they've got past that the anomaly of being a woman. Now that it's back to talent again.
Who would you say was the first black female DJ that was on the scene? Let's put Jenny Francis aside.
Yeah.
Who would you say was the first on this rave scene?
Well, it all depends on what kind of scene.
Let's say the urban, like say our kind of scene. Who would you say was the first female DJ that was out there mainly?
Well, that's the thing. You got like. So Jenny Francis was radio. Then you got like a couple of them that used to play reggae. So if you're gonna take them away, you're gonna look at like, I'm not sure if Melody Kane was really in our scene, but she was pretty early. Okay. You got like Lady ST from East.
ST's from time.
Yeah,
she might probably be one of the first on our scene.
ST, yeah. Then you got TT from over west. She was pretty early.
Yeah. I ain't seen Melody King in years, boy.
And you remember Angie B? She used to do her thing.
Okay, yes.
She's been about for a minute.
Why do you think it was I got a funny idea. Would you say that it was a space that women didn't enter because of the cost initially?
I think it was initially back in the day. I remember it was almost like a crew thing. If you was to be like the DJ thing was almost like always a crew sound.
Yeah.
And I think that was probably a bit more daunting for some.
Even with promoters, you don't really see much women being promoters. It's few and far between.
Well, why do you think that is again?
You got London plugs, and that's
again. It's the road work, the out late at night, the flyer and I think a lot of it is it's a bit grimy. Like nowadays it's easier because online stuff. But back then it was a bit more grimy.
Even nowadays you only see like a few like I said like London the plug. Like there's a handful, but it goes down to women come out for men.
Women come out for men. Do men come out for women?
Nah, because men would think that if a girl does an event, she just knows too much man.
True.
Yeah.
There's something psychological behind it. I think with the new wave of female DJs, I think Fiona Hall was probably the first of the new wave, like within the last 10 years. Yeah. Like that came. So like the STs and as I said, they were like around, but they had to go through the struggle. They had to go through the struggle of being the one probably did an early shift here, but despite how good they are,
Jimson Laws came after Fiona.
Yeah. Fiona was definitely up there.
He was before Fiona.
Other than the ones I mentioned, I can't think of any.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. Yeah, I think.
When I did the DJ Christmas dinner, and the first one we did was in 2015, and she was the only female there for maybe 3-4 years before anyone else. Like I think ST came to the second one, but she was the only one, especially from South as well. Like you get what I'm saying.
And what's you guys take on this whole gala scene that has now taken over the rave scene in our culture?
You know what is it? I think people missed dressing up.
You think it's unnecessary?
I think it's necessary.
Oh, I think it's necessary. Yeah. I think it's a good thing for the culture.
Because what I think, you see some of the things. When we were speaking about the type of men that don't want to come out, we're talking about man with ops and this and all that bullshit. Fucking come out and like, I actually would pay money to watch like two guys in sharp shoes and tuxedos really going out, because then it would be really funny to them. It would be really funny, sliding all over the place. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I do think that it makes us act our age. You know what I'm saying?
Did the lack of nightclubs birth the marquee scene? Meaning, we started doing these galas because you want to do a rave with 800, 1,000 people, but there are no clubs to do it anymore. So would you say part of the lack of clubs have birthed this, let's try and find a big space and put a marquee in it?
Definitely. And also we got the crab in the barrel thing. Like we all see something and then like it. And then we all start copying. And that's simply it. There's some that are the father to it, and then there's others that just follow. Like even my event is a really smart event. I want to act and dress my age. However, I saw it some other place and was inspired by it. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to say that I didn't think of the idea, but I do know that when I'm in those environments, I feel nice. I feel good.
Yeah.
Everyone makes an effort. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, cool. Everyone's come out to have a good time. That's why I feel like theme parties usually are the best.
They always do.
If you have a fancy dress party and you've taken your time to dress up as the Black Spider-Man, you can't be coming out on fuckery. You can't be coming out on
You've
fuckery.
put too much effort into it.
You've painted your face. You've come out looking like what? You could never be coming out just to start walk. That would be stupid. Can you imagine? Unless obviously you've come as Batman and you're the Joker, and then it start. I could understand. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest, if you really make an effort and come out, you wouldn't come out to cause trouble.
Leggings, you know.
And do you feel now? Back in the day, is it fair to say that when a promoter put on a rave? So I want to know what you think are the three most important things. Would you say it's the venue, the promoter, or the DJs? I'm going to give my theory. I think back in the day, if you had big DJs on your lineup, that's the event people went to. What would you say now is, what would you say the scene has changed to when it comes to partying? Would you say it's the venue? Would you say it's the promoter, or would you say it's the DJs that people, if you had to pick, I know it's a mix of all three, but if you had to say, I'm going to put it in order.
Yeah, I think back in the day, I think the lineup made a very, very big difference. You know, you see EZ, you go. You know that kind of vibe. That was like, and so Heartless on the dance, you're going. So definitely there was a time. And I think even when I came in, it was at the back end of when DJs really made an impact. And that was why we struggled to get our names as, you know, in shining lights. I do think that the venue nowadays is probably a big factor.
Okay.
Because there's not necessarily because people are prepared to come to the unknown. So you know, with the secret locations or whatever. However, there are people that turn up their nose to so many venues.
Yeah.
There's so many venues that if you say your dance is there, you are not getting nobody.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? So, and when you get a good reputation, and I think little things like, for example, there used to be a really nice bar in Dulwich, and people would go there just to take a picture in the toilet. And do you get what I'm saying? that there just shows how important, because imagine if everyone gets the aesthetics right, and then your venue actually does so much. So me as a sub promoter coming in doing a dance, your venue, and I'm saying, oh yeah, it's at Sion. I'm already getting people interested. Do you get what I'm saying?
You put venue as number one
at the moment.
Okay,
at the
so
moment.
Number two.
I think. What was the second one?
You got promoter, DJ.
Yeah, I think promoter is irrelevant.
You think so?
I think promoter is irrelevant because once you're obviously we're looking at big brands and we're looking at things that are established, but I think they've all come to a stage. So the promoter's mindset is something, but I don't think that it's automatically gonna change over. So if we talk about someone like Manny Suave, fantastic promoter, doing fantastic things, doesn't mean everything he's gonna put on is gonna just bust. But what it means is that what he's put in, so his brunch, his MS is sell off. So even if he doesn't turn up, it's built on something. He's still got to put in that same effort each time and keep growing something. So he might try a new venture and do, I don't know.
So what you're saying in essence then is that, okay, I got you, Mick. I was going to say, I was not going to agree with you at first, but I'm going to agree. So you're saying he's got to the point that he doesn't need to have a lineup, but initially he did.
Yes.
So therefore you're saying that venue, lineup, promoter, and then once you've your things bust, I guess you no longer need the lineup.
The lineup is less important, and I think let's look. If we're going to look at establishments here, so I believe you were going to throw. There's going to be an unknown promoter. It's going to need known DJs.
100%,
yeah. It's going to need you're a popular guy, so your friends might roll, but there's going to time when your friends stop coming to your dance. That's when you start getting the people in. So now you've had to go through that transition. So promoters they've gone from being the least important to then eventually being the most important because they've got all the knowledge. So it's not even about them, it's about everything they've acquired along the journey. So they get everything right, all the aesthetics, everything's perfect. So MS Brunch today versus MS Brunch when it first started, he's been on a journey. So the raver just falls, I'm going.
Yeah.
This man don't get it wrong. Because that journey that he's been on.
What would you say his formula? Because I think right now, in my opinion, when it comes to promoters or like events, I'd say the biggest we've got at the moment now is R&B and slow jams. I think they're no one's got their traction, and I'm not even saying urban. In the UK, I don't think anybody has got their traction. whether you're
maybe
white,
not,
avatar, brown.
All White Cocoa has had a fan. They had like 6,000 last year, isn't it?
Yeah. They only do twice a year.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in terms of like magnitude.
Yeah.
Like,
They're the studio. What's the studio
Fifth
one?
Avenue.
Fifth Avenue. Sorry.
Fifth Avenue.
They're call them a sound.
Older crowd.
Studio Express, their sound,
They're older crowd still. Cause remember that dance is originally like a big people dance. It's like over 40, over 45 dance.
But what would you say, looking at R&B and slow jams, for instance?
Yeah.
Someone looking on the outside in, what would you say they've done to be able to do an event which sells 3,000 tickets in 20 seconds?
It's the niche. See it like this, yeah?
But people have tried to do it.
No.
What have they done? How is that possible?
It's not really the niche. They've made it.
Because you're both promoters. What have they done that?
They've made it feel. Alright, for instance, I do raves, but I don't go dances. But R&B slow jam, most of the ones in London, I probably miss maybe like every other dance. And the reason why is I know no one's going to be fighting in that dance. You get what I'm saying?
But what do you think has allowed them to, like, they're now doing everywhere. They put an event out in Manchester. These guys are from London. Obviously the internet's everywhere. It sold out in 30 seconds. And I'm saying, how the hell?
That thing is phenomenal.
But how are they?
It's the branding. I'll tell you what I think they did. I think they spotted the gap in the market. Now Chucky's a R&B dude. He's been calling himself an R&B dude. From I know him, he's been playing R&B. So he's an R&B dude. They spotted the gap in the market. Taser does his raves. They know what's type of the dance, part of the dance the gal them enjoy, and this, and they've got huge followings. So for those two, they've utilized their following to get people to come and see their vision. And once it worked the way they wanted it to work, the momentum was gone from there. Do you get what I'm saying? So, and then what you end up having is you had all the people that have copied them, but not doing it good enough. So you go to the follow fashion, and then you're like, nah, I need to go to the real thing because I've got. Do you know what I'm saying? So
I've seen the other versions off the back of there.
They've all come off of the back of it.
It's many R&B dancers now.
And it's not working, and it's driving more people towards them. Do you get what I'm saying? So the copy is making the original like more attractive. Do you know what I'm saying? So the R&B slow jam is the one.
Yeah, because their thing now is so the traction they've got now. Literally, I've never seen an event that they put literally. If they wanted to do an event 4 days in a row in London, they could do 3,000. Like they could do 12,000 people back to back.
Yeah, because people want to go. People have heard about it. People have had a great time, and the biggest advert is people. So you can get people in with your numbers and your popularity, but you have to deliver. And when you deliver, they will then sell.
And visually, when you see it, like when you see like all the videos that they put out, it's always people singing. And
I think you made a point earlier about how you said tables have ruined events because they don't do all of that. It's back to basics. Just come to the party. There's nothing. Just enjoy yourself.
People don't realize most people, the average person, don't want the table dance. You get me? Like it made money for the promoters. Like even the other day, my brother messaged me and he said, me and Tunde and them lot are partly the problem of how the table culture started. Because when I was posting throwback pictures from my Facebook, and he was like, right, if you go back to 07, I was doing bottle boy, table boy. And I said to him, it's funny that all the man them that you've mentioned in the pictures that used to do them dances before everyone, none of us drink. It's mad.
But wasn't part
and we proper all hate the table culture now.
But wasn't part of the whole bottle table era because of venues wanting huge bar spins?
That's how it started.
Isn't that part of it when a venue tells you 5k bar spin and there's only 200 capacity? You then say to yourself, raw, I'm gonna need to start selling bottles.
And the thing is, because we knew, regardless we knew we could hit those numbers, if you get what I mean, because on them days, like let's say like back in them days like 07, like 06, 07, like when we used to drink proper, I knew I might go to a dance and a bottle of LP was 75 and I'll buy 2 LP because I knew that one was for me.
Big spender.
No, it was
big spender.
But I was in the game in it properly, so I knew right, I'm gonna go in the dance. I'm gonna bump into like 20 girl I know. They support my dance.
Hey, big spender. Big spender.
But the reason why, because I knew.
Cheese.
No,
Chairman cheese.
I knew. No, bro, I knew 2 weeks
Chairman
later I got a dance.
Yeah.
So if I spend 150 today, I'm making 3-4K in 2 weeks. All you babes are drinking, man, on me. Yeah. But it was marketing, you know what I mean? Yeah. The same thing with Tunde. Tunde would be like, let's all link up, buy a big table, invite all the girls will get drunk. They'll have a good time. Yeah, so you become.
So you're the guys that will send the girls home and make them argue with their boyfriends because they're
basically. Back then, yeah.
You bastard. Bastard.
But now fast forward, all of us don't drink. None of us drink.
So I come to your rave, okay? And let's say the rave gets locked off. Yeah. Say rave's meant to be from 11 till 3. It gets locked off at say 2 o'clock. Yeah. Can I get my money back?
No. No.
You didn't think about the answer. You just said no.
You said at 2.
Is it supposed to finish at 3?
Yeah, so you can't get your whole money back.
So how much did I get back? What?
No, we can.
60%?
No, how can it be 60%? It's not 60% left of the party.
So what? I came for the headline DJ.
Yeah, and you missed it. Goodwill gesture. You get a percentage off the next event.
No, but I came to see this DJ.
Yeah, and your cousin had a fight.
No, but I don't.
Your cousin had a fight. Your cousin had a fight.
It may not last the whole night.
It was your cousin that had a fight.
That's fine.
Then blame your cousin.
Can I get my money back?
No.
So at what point can I get my money back? So let's say I came to dance, I didn't enjoy it. Can I get my money back?
No. That's on you.
To what point can I get my money back if I'm not happy about an event? I'm a paying customer.
It doesn't matter.
Where's my statutory rights?
Yo who? Yo what?
Where's my statutory rights?
I'll tell you where you could get your money back.
Go on.
If there's any direct issue with you. So if you're ejected or you're not allowed to, so I personally, I'm not saying that this is for everyone by the way. If you come to the venue and we say, listen mate, there's no V-necks.
Yeah.
so, but I didn't say that on the flyer.
Yeah.
And we didn't let you in. I'd refund you.
But anything in regards to like a rave getting locked off.
But if a rave is locked off at an unreasonable
let's say 12 o'clock. Let's say 12.
If a rave is locked off at an unreasonable time, then I would do what I can to appease the crowd but I would offer them.
I want my money back.
I wouldn't offer money back because I don't have the money to give you. I've spent it. I booked Chucky. Do you know how much he costs? Like, I can't afford. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
So basically, if a rave gets locked off, as far as you're concerned.
No, but I will do my best to.
Cheers, you give money back?
I will do my best to give something. You'll get something. You'll get something.
Wait, I've come to your party and it's 12:30 and the rave's finished.
Yeah. You'll get something. You just won't get your money back.
You might get a thank you party the following month.
You'll get something back.
But you ain't getting no.
And the troublemakers won't be invited.
Yeah.
Because
no, you're the troublemaker.
It can't be, because I wouldn't lock up my own.
You're the troublemaker, I want money.
You won't get your money. You won't get your money. And you know what, sometimes I will give people their money. See, if you came to me with this energy, let's give you back your money.
Okay.
I'll give you back your money. But that's what I tell you what,
if you want to get your money back from 6-6.
But firstly, my dances don't get locked off.
No, I'm just saying.
But they don't get locked off because why do you think that is? We've got zero tolerance on bullshit.
No, all jokes aside, why do you think that you don't have that sort of trouble at your events? And not saying other people do, but why do you say specifically at your events?
Because I don't. You see, like them man they're talking about, he's got his Bloods and his Crips friends. I don't have like. I'm not trying to attract them. I'm not trying to attract the Bloods and the Crips. And if they come, also your safety as the patron is it's paramount to me. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. I ensure that, so I don't scrimp and scrape on security. Okay. And I circle my dance myself. And you see, if I see, I'm from the road, so I can sense bullshit. I will come to you. I say, hey, calm down, man. Like, what you look? I'll pattern. Even if I have to pacify and give a little drink here and there to pass it, I'm doing what I can. Do you get what I'm saying? Or you know what I mean? Or separate some people. It happens all the time. Okay. You know, and you got to be smart. Like, you see the table thing. Also, you get the money versus money. You start playing the game. We slow it all down. Change the music. Get people out. We start to play Bob Marley's. Get them out of here.
And looking at Bob Marley. Now, what would you say? Looking at now, it's fair to say that Afrobeats is big.
Yes.
It's blown up tremendously in the past. Maybe 5 years? Would you say? I don't know how long you say Afrobeats has been really big. 5 years, 6 years, maybe.
Yeah, 5-6 years.
Now,
it's been humongous. Yeah.
Another thing I was talking about with another one of my friends who's a DJ was, now, why do you think we've never had an insurgence of a dancehall scene from the UK artists? in the UK. You know, like how Afrobeats is massive.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we had Glamour Kid.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really call him a dancehall artist. He was kind of just a, I don't know what you'd call him. It was like a,
Yeah.
would you, no, okay, let me not be offensive. Would you say he was a, what, okay, would you call him a dancehall artist? What would you call Glamour Kid?
But that's only because he got signed and then he was told, like, so I don't know if he did stuff behind the scenes, but I just know Sweetest Taboo. And choo, choo. But he had a tune, he had, I'm thinking about linking the big thing. That was a big tune, and that was dancehall.
Okay.
And then the signing came, and then obviously probably the water down started.
Now, do you feel, now this is what my friend said, do you feel that generally speaking, the dancehall people don't take to UK dancehall artists because they don't see them as authentic? So I think the closest we've got is Stylo G.
Yeah, Stylo G.
Yeah. Outside of him,
Happy Ranks, and you got Big Zeeks. You got quite a few that are doing quite good.
but why would you say there isn't, like, or maybe I'm not privy to it.
Yeah.
Would you say there is a UK dancehall, like,
No.
see how we have Afrobeats in the UK? You could throw it here and
But
there.
they're two different things, because I feel like the Afro beats that you're talking, like Afro beats is really big. The Nigerian artists are really big. The Ghanaian artists are not as big.
No, just say it. They're not. Ghanaians, they're not big.
No, but they are.
No, don't take it back.
No, hold on,
They're not big.
take it back, I'm not
No, I
taking
want to
it
help
back.
you too.
The Ghanaian in Afro beats, yeah, the giants are all Nigerian.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Burna Boy, Davido, Wizkid.
Thank you.
They're all
Ashake,
yeah.
Rema,
Yeah. But then the Ghanaians, they got a different style. Do you get what I'm saying?
Boy.
Yeah, they got the Bashmanti style. Do you get what I'm saying? What's the Dungargan from there? What's his name?
Which one?
You know, what's his name? Shatawale. These
Okay, yeah,
they got a
yeah.
complete different style from over there. Do you get what I'm saying? I do like Black Sheriff, by the way. He's sick.
Yeah.
But anyway, my point is, you're asking about British people doing dancehall, but you're comparing it to Nigerians and stuff doing Afrobeats. But the British people that are doing Afrobeats they're not shining through. Just like
I think. Okay, so when I look at this scene, and I look at, for instance, when you talked about the Afro-swing era, when you had like the Young Banes, you had the Kojo Funds.
Yeah.
Who else can we mention now? Who else can I think of off head now?
Notes.
Would you call Notes?
I would say he was in that vibe.
Yeah, it was in that vibe.
Yeah, maybe we could say that. I just feel that.
Jay Huss.
Yeah, obviously, Jay Huss. So I think you're right to say it's two different questions.
Yeah.
But would you say that you mentioned Stylo G, you mentioned Gappy Ranks, you mentioned Big Zeeks, Big Zeke. Now, would you say that do Jamaican dancehall fans or people who listen to the scene, would you say that they take to them?
I think with those there's a
That's what my question
I think
is,
with
that-
those I think with those
Do they see them as
people,
authentic?
there's a level of acceptance. So, you know, Stylo G, his dad was a old time artist.
Okay.
Yeah. And Poison Chang, he was and he's born there, and there's a lot of, so he's quite seen as a Jamaican, and they take him in. Gappy Ranks is uber talented, and Big Zeeks has got mad swag. But what I think is, it's a bit like when UK rap used to rap in American.
Okay.
It wasn't really like it was like do you know what I mean? As much as there was people that was pioneering the thing, it wasn't really. So when the UK's coined their thing and now they rap how they speak, it was, you know what I mean, really accepted. Now Big Zeeks, as much as he uses the twang, he still kind of does his dancehall flow, but you can tell that he's a British guy, and that is working for him, because I feel like he's kind of owning who he is. Do you see what I'm saying? And I think once we create UK dancehall, but from a UK perspective, just like when the UK rappers, Gig sounds so British. Like, do you get what I'm saying? But back in the day, everybody was, hey man, all the bullshit. Do you get what I'm saying? So the moment we can really accept who we are and step from our side and do the dancehall, so it's dancehall influence, but we're British vibes, I think it would soar. And I think it's the same with Afrobeats. I know you got like Naira Marley's massive, especially in Nigeria. But if we were to do Afro beats, like from an English perspective, then I think it would just like, that's how I believe the Afro-swing had its time, because you could tell that we were Brits.
Do you reckon that if the UK
You know what's
dancehall
mad,
artists, go on.
The early burner tunes was kind of Afro-swingy before. Before that scene even.
I think the
before
first person
that
to,
Afro-swing scene even took off. The early burner tunes where
I think for me, would you say Style OG is accepted in the dancehall scene back in?
Yeah.
Okay, so they take to him, and would you say they take to?
He's had a few. He's had some massive hits across the waters and here. He's very consistent. But the thing with him, he's talented. He's undeniably talented.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you get what I'm saying? So there's tunes that should have gone further than they did because of how good they were, and he will probably like overlooked because of his British status. Do you get what I'm saying? But there's tunes that are just monsters.
Yeah.
So like Touchdown.
Yeah.
Massive. Call Me a Yardie. Massive.
It's that big tune, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? You can't go around you can't go around his tunes and his work rate. You can't go around it. So I think he kicked off the door.
And do you feel someone like M.R. can just come through and do it? Is there space for?
I think that's foolishness. Me personally, I think it's foolishness.
Why?
Why do I think it's foolishness?
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's a gimmick, and it's not because he's white. It's the things that he's saying. It's the style that he's doing it. I just think it's a gimmick.
Is he talented?
I don't think so. I don't think he's anybody. He's saying.
Let's say one of his tune busts, because he's got tunes with millions of views.
Yeah.
Would you play his music?
I play for the people.
Would you play his track?
Of course I'd play his track because I'm not a selfish DJ. But do I like his track? No.
Oh, so as a DJ, okay, I guess
I play a lot of tunes I don't like.
You've got to play songs you don't like, even
Of
songs you
course.
don't take. I guess true actually.
Bro, listen, the biggest tunes right now, bro, I'll be in a dance and have to play My Booty Brown or whatever the fucking bullshit goes. Yeah? I don't like that shit.
You better say no pound town, yeah?
Yeah, I don't like it, but if I'm in the dance and that's the demographic, I can't play it or I'm washed.
So at what point? So basically, as a DJ, you've got to put your emotions and feelings aside and just play.
You cannot play for yourself. I'm not there for myself. It's like, imagine, yeah, I look at it like this, yeah. I'm the driver. I'm this bus driver. I'm taking you to a destination. So I do treat it like a journey. I don't start at the end. We're taking you on a journey. However, you've got a destination that you need to be at. I can't take you where I want to take you and just go to my house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got to take you there. So if that means I've got to play this music and I've got to play the popular tunes, or I'm playing like the tunes that are busting now, I'm gonna have to play some shit I don't like. And it's simple.
It's true. It's true. Do you take offense if I book you and then you're the first DJ to play? Do you take offense?
No, I've got no ego in this. You know, tell you something. Listen, I've reached some amazing heights in a DJ world. I've made a lot of money. I'm lucky enough to be one of the DJs that doesn't have to have a day job. Like I've made enough money to survive and live and live. You know what I'm saying? So I don't take offense to them things. At one stage, when I was on the come up, that would have hit my ego like, wow. But now, bro, you're gonna pay me the same money so that I can be home in my bed by a bit. What? Give me that.
True. No, not true. You think like that? Not true. True. You're home early.
I'm home early. You think so? You're gonna, let's just say, cool. You got the opportunity to play from 11 till 12, and then you can go somewhere else and earn some money or go home. Yeah, cool. No, and my son's got football in the morning, so I got to get up and take him football. So I still get a good 7 hours sleep. Yeah. But because of my ego, I'm saying, nah, bruv, I'm doing 3 till 4. Now, I'm fucking tired.
Morning.
I got to get home at 5 o'clock and then be up at 8 to take my son football, just for the same money.
No, it's Tracy that way actually. No, it's true.
No. Take your ego out the game, bro. And we're all involved. It's a relay, bro. We've all got to do it. We've all got to be a part of this night being a success.
Do DJs communicate with themselves in regards to music they're going to play?
They should do.
Because I've been to dances sometimes, I heard the same song like 4 or 5 times.
That's because
I don't know, that's exaggeration, maybe 3 times.
They're playing out of, alright, cool, listen. You book me, I'll do the early set. Play the early set, I got to play the position. Nobody wants to walk into the club and hear the top 10 songs right now.
You can't play Taliban's at 11 to 12.
That's stupid.
I've seen
It's stupid. It's
DJs
stupid.
do that.
There's a time and a place for everything, and it's a journey. As I said, that's why my mind tells me this is a journey.
But the rave is ram though. It's early.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
C6 is on there. It's like yo.
It doesn't matter. I don't because the thing is, I don't get gaps.
You got Taliban C6.
Yeah. Don't worry. Rob's on later on. He will play that because I'm not gonna stifle the dance for myself, my own satisfaction. That is stupid.
Some men want to play the late so that they can get the money pull-ups.
Yeah, well that's silly. But the thing is, like you literally have to be like whatever set you do, you got to do it really well, innit? Now, the relay, You Bolt couldn't have made Jamaica win the relay if the first guy didn't run properly. Do you get what I'm saying? The first guy had to play his position. He didn't get the glory, you know. Because he didn't bring it home. But he was so important. Second guy, they're all important, and that's how I look at everything. You can't win without me, and if we lose together.
Have you had DJs turn their nose up at you when you booked them and told them they're playing at the beginning?
Of course.
And what's your reaction to that?
They don't tell me nothing, because again, you know me, I'm very outspoken. So if you were to come to me with that energy, I would tell you that. But if you're doing, well, come off of that ego thing. If you think you're too good to play early, then don't be on the dance. Okay, who you are. I don't, like, really, if you think, because you're not bigger than the event. You're just one.
Well, I guess, but the only reason why, or maybe I'm wrong, but is it fair to say the only reason why somebody would be booked to play the early set is because...
Bro, the early set, I want to tell you something.
It's because the early set's very hard to play.
I'm going to tell you something. You see this here, this is what I want you to understand, yeah? There are people that haven't graduated past the early. I do say that. There are people that haven't graduated past the early, but there's people that play the main set that can't play early. And they're the people that you got to watch out for.
You mean they can't play early?
They don't have the minerals to play outside of the striker position.
Basically, they'll play the banging tunes too early.
Yeah, so alright, this is what I'm saying. There's definitely some strikers that, like, they're gonna bang goals in, innit? They're gonna bang goals in. But however, there will always be a time where your striker needs to play midfield for whatever reason. Just, in fact, you've given him the late set, but there's been a big crash down the road and everybody's delayed. So we got an extension, but his time is his time. So now he's not. You got the same time, but he's got to play different. He can't play midfield because he's just Andy Cole. He just knows how to tap goals in. Do you know what I'm saying? He's no good. He's no good. He hasn't learned properly.
So now he has to play.
He doesn't know how to play midfield. So you put him in midfield and he fucks up your dance because he's trying to score goals, and you've got two strikers there doing nothing.
So basically, the early set in essence is basically for the guy who's not prepared or ready to play.
I personally think that it swings around the box. The early set, if we were to go by, if I was to book 5 DJs, all of equal stature, then the person that I give early to is because I trust that he can do it early. So let's look at it like that. If I give 5 equal stature DJs, like, I book them all. They all get paid the same money, equal stature. I'm saying, alright, cool. Chiz can probably do a better warm up. Now that is me rating Chiz more than actually rating you, because I'm actually saying he can actually make this party be something.
Well, you must have seen a lineup before when you look at the lineup, and I'm not saying you get booked first to play early, but I'm sure you've seen a lineup before and you're like, why is my man playing the 1 to 2 set and he's got me on at 11?
No, but back in the day, as I said, but there are times when I was at my biggest, like when my name was like doing the most, because it's not doing the most now. I don't want to be. I'm an old man now. I don't want to be I'm not as hungry as I was. But there was a time when I know you're not putting me on that time. It would be stupid of you to put me on at 11, because if you did, you'd be wasting your money. You're just gonna allow me to go somewhere else and make money. Now the only time you see people like that on early is because they've got 4 bookings. And they can't be everywhere at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. But you want them on the flyer, so they're gonna have to do whatever. So I've got to be in 4 places. Rob pays the most money. You know, Chiz is a cheapskate, so he's gonna. You're getting priority. Do you know what I'm saying? So you want me free, he wants me free, but I've already agreed to free for you. But your event is an hour away from his, so I need an hour difference in between. So I have to be earlier at his dance. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's so many different reasons, but deep down, you shouldn't look down on the early set. If we look at it like, you shouldn't look down on the early set. It's
and I guess all of the DJs who are coming into the game need to use that set to, not to practice, but that's your gauge. I mean, when someone tried to put me one time, and they tried to put me on the early set, and I said no. I let my ego. I'm not playing.
Right, Rob,
I'm not playing at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, and I don't blame you, because that was your ego. And if you didn't listen to your ego, you would have been there and you'd have been upset. But looking back though, I think you feel like you probably feel like you should have went. In hindsight,
I think what it was, because I know the rave was 10 till 3, And I think generally we know that people don't get there to 11. So I just said like, what am I going to be doing there?
But you're getting paid.
Getting paid to do nothing.
And also, everything is a part of a CV. Everything is a part of a CV.
To be on the flyer.
You know, but like you got to look at it. But it's a CV because everything that you do prepares you for the next one. It just keeps preparing you for the next one, and eventually you just get so you're so good that like.
Is there money at all levels of DJing?
Yeah, there's sometimes. Like, listen, you can't book EZ. You can't chat to EZ.
He's like.
No, but that's what I'm just. It's just showing levels.
Yeah.
Carl Cox and these guys, you can't talk to them, man. There's man who's millionaire DJs.
Yeah, you can't.
They turn out and they.
What's the one that done a song with Rihanna? That big DJ. Love and love, you know, Calvin.
Harris. Oh, Calvin
Yeah.
Harris. You can't chat to Calvin Harris.
There's money in
Man,
it.
a multi-millionaire.
There's money in it.
Them man, they're big time DJ.
But I think
richer than artists.
I think the Serato era was great for technology, but I think it did diminish the value of DJing and how much DJs get paid. Not all of them, but because everyone can DJ now. Would you not say that? Would you say that your rate has stayed consistent, or would you say that when you saw the influx of all these DJs coming, that people now started undercutting?
I think there's a lot of undercutting, definitely a lot of undercutting, but I think your position speaks for itself. Like alright, we all play the same kind of music, innit? Like we don't own the music, so we can all play Burna Boy and mix Burna Boy with Wizkid and then drop Taliban's. We can do everyone can do the same thing, innit? But some people just do it better, and the crowd go towards certain people,
to a certain
and therefore you shouldn't lose your status. So your status is your status, but. To answer your question, I don't think that the Serato era and all of that spoiled DJing. I think that what spoiled DJing is the swapping of music, the access of having music. Because even if we had laptop and Serato, but I couldn't just give you my library and now you're a ready-made DJ.
Okay.
You still have to buy music.
Okay.
You still have to some like.
So technically, isn't that then saying the Serato era? When it was vinyl, you literally you had to get. There was no swapping. You couldn't just.
You could swap, but then you have to give it back.
Yeah, and also you wouldn't probably trust somebody to give them 2,000 records. Say, hold that for the week. No.
You have to. Then you go record shop as a and like you got the man with you be like, yo, listen, can I get the new Beanie Man? Say we don't have it, and then fucking. I don't know, Rodigan steps in and says, yeah, give me the Beanie Man. Oh yeah, we've got one here for you. And you're like, nah, you've got, they've given you the Wes on the rhythm. No one's ever played the Wes piece. Wes don't even like his own piece. And you've got, that's the only piece you got on the big rhythm. Right, killers, they're not giving it to you.
So the access to all of this music is kind of...
Access is killing because you could say to me, but I just bought a controller and I've got a Mac. And I say, come link me, man, and I give you
everything. Everything's in folders.
Yeah, give you a terabyte of music in folder, in everything. Technically,
literally, like within an hour, you're DJing.
You could technically play any set. Now all you got to do is start to practice, and then before you know it, bam.
Hypothetically, if I said I want to be a DJ now, and I came to you and said, give me some music that's gonna go off. I've got this booking. Could I make money off that? You could
listen. You go to the book, you'd flop.
Why would I flop? If you gave me if I said I'm on 3 till 4, give me a set list I can hit spacebar and
I could do that. But then what would happen is you won't be able to read the party right. So I could give you play 1 to 50, and it will all bang. But then you might not pull up the song in the right place. You might not know when to drop it. You might not know what to say before it. You might not read it right. So you would have the set, and you could play the songs, but there'll be a difference when someone who knows that shit does it. You could tell the quality difference. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's all you got. But what happens is people, they practice. It's like they do that same set. So they perfect the fucking top 10 set.
Yeah.
That's why I say when you move them from the striker position, they can't fucking do it.
Yeah, because they're so used to that.
Yeah, because you got, listen, there's this thing where I used to go to these raves. So back in the day, you go to the dance and there's no set time because it's like a you don't get there like there's Duff Man on the lineup and you get there and you kind of just, it's like the barber shop. Yeah. You go in and it's like
all the slots in where they
see yeah. But what happens in them kind of dances? So we're in the line and then Marv walks in, but because Marv's like the big guy, he's like, yeah, I got to play next. I got somewhere else to go. So, but we know that Marv's bigger than us, so we're like, alright, cool. So we fall back. So eventually, there's some nights where man don't even get to play, because all these big guys have walked in and just come in front of you, before you know it, you don't even get a trim that day. Yeah, you get me? Been in a barbershop all day, no trim. Eventually, you become a someone where you can start saying, I'm next. And that was your social status.
Yeah.
Where a man Marv will step in and be like, who's it? Alright, I'm after Rob. Because now he's putting respect on Rob straight away.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? But before he wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
That there is your currency. That was your currency back. That's how it used to be. Do you get what I'm saying? Them kind of things, they don't really happen now, because people book friends and people do this and people do that. But
the
art form is the same though.
It's like the game is so different now. Like DJs and promoters, it's like there's cliques.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like there's proper
the same people over and over again.
So let's say I'm a promoter and I book you and I say, look, I'm gonna be booking you,
bro,
but I don't want you playing over that side.
I'll tell you how bad it is, yeah.
Go on.
Gabriel, you see, like even trying to swap out someone I love. Cause I even said to Daps one time, I want to do a whole different lineup. He goes, everyone's gonna, like, I put up a flyer last year, the all white. I didn't put a lineup. And all the DJs had already put when I posted it. I said, what time's my set? I was like, God.
You have to.
I was like, I'm trying to find a whole bunch of. I'm trying to experiment.
You got to shake them up.
Yeah.
But you got to own that shit.
Experiment.
You got to own that shit. You got to own that shit.
Daps hit me up and said, so and so's asking for a set, and I said to him, I wanted to try and literally do a full swap out.
Why didn't you?
Just to see how.
Why didn't you?
Yeah, because I said to him, what happens is, the brand is built, yeah. I said, then he was like, "Rah, don't you want to put up the DJ set?" I said, "Rah, I could put it up on the last week." Cause I said, the brand is built so good, yeah, we could sell our tickets without showing the DJs. But I said, if we got a whole new list of DJs, we're gonna start bringing a new add-on crowd.
You got to do it slowly though. I think if you
know
put one DJ in there, someone different, like I guarantee it will shake up the status quo of them, man, because they'll play different. So and they'll be like, what?
Yeah.
Someone's gonna start feeling some type of way.
Do you think DJs feel, you're a DJ yourself, would you say DJs feel entitled when it comes to, like, say I play your rave once and your next raves happen and you don't book me? Would you say some DJs feel entitled?
Some DJs do.
Someone ever approached me like, "Rah, what?"
No, some DJs like, what if you saying what? Am I not on it now? Like these things happen, but again, that's down to ego, innit? And because if without the conversation, you think that means something. Do you know what I mean? If you lot come to my dance and you want to play, and then I just change it. I keep the same lineup and move you. Am I saying that you're shit?
Yeah.
Or am I saying? Am I saying I don't want to pay the
it could be that the rate was too high. You didn't think you played enough.
Or did I find out that you used to beat my cousin and my sister and my auntie,
right, the whole family,
my girl? Like, I'm saying, right, what is this? The gigolo with the V-neck? Is this what? No, I'm joking. But there's many different reasons. But you automatically think that I must be shit. Do you get what I'm saying? But that's the entitlement. When really, I don't. Unless it's my dance, I'm not owned. Like no one will owe me nothing.
And also this era where promoters are expecting DJs to kind of sell tickets as well. I've always wondered where.
It used to be like that back in the day, to be fair.
If you're booking me as a DJ, I know it would be nice if I shared your flyer, but the expectance of me to promote your rave and also like sell tickets, I don't.
But that's kind of gone now, isn't it? Because like buying tickets online is really normal now. But when black people, when we were a little bit shocked to buy online, I don't know what I put my credit card online, and that's when the ticket book era was going around, and it was some man's way of securing, and the smart DJs will take more tickets because they know they can sell them and they'll make more money. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's a bit of a commission. You can't give a man, some man that's just happy to be on a lineup so much that they'll go above and beyond. They'll drive around London, sell tickets, turn up and play, and just get paid the same money.
So you booked me as a DJ and you asked me to post your flyer. So say you've already booked me, you paid me half the price. It's like, oh gee, Biggie just put the flyer in the store, and I'm like, but I've got 2 different prices for that.
You're entitled to that. You're entitled to do that, especially if you
wouldn't take offence or look at me like I'm trying to mug you off.
Listen.
So let's say you book me to host
if
your
I
event.
book you to host your event, then I would understand, because I know that the decent following that you have, you work really hard on it, and that they really buy into what you sell. Do you get what I'm saying? So I understand that you value it and you've made something of it. So then I would say, you know what, cool, we can work something out. I would actually respect
Would you pay extra?
I would respect it because if I have I'll have to respect your followers, I'll have to respect your page.
Say you booked a DJ. Yeah. And let's say C6, you booked C6, you paid him his fee. You then say it's like 2 weeks towards the dance. You notice he hasn't posted anything. You know them ones like, you're just on the stories watching. You know you booked DJ, you're watching.
Say, well, okay.
Now, would you book that same DJ again? Even though you haven't said to him, post a flyer, but you know he posts rave flyers. You book him, you don't see. It's happened to you before.
Most likely not.
You won't book him again?
Hell no.
Would you?
I wouldn't. Because it's a.
You don't rate me.
You don't rate me. Yeah. But if you got 750 followers and you come with that bullshit argument, I tell you to go chuck underneath your auntie's panani. Because what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
But it's fair to say though that if you did book a DJ and he didn't post a flyer,
I want feelings.
I would book him again.
You would have feelings.
Yeah. Because it doesn't hurt. Maybe not post on your main page because I don't even. But a little story thing. What? Come on, brother. Come on. Come on.
I ain't booking you again.
Come on. And even the biggest DJs,
it's like an unwritten.
They do it. So I feel like if they can do it and they've got a lot more than you. What the fuck are you? What are we doing?
A DJ should want their crowd, their following, to come and see them play.
But in saying that, there's some dances that I know I just don't believe in.
Yeah.
So I don't go above and beyond. You see, alright, cool. You get.
Oh.
You know, let me tell you why. I'm gonna be honest. Listen to this. I don't believe in every dance. So you see,
So you take the piece.
Of course I take the piece. But what I'm saying is going above and beyond. Alright, listen. Say I've got 50 loyal followers in it that follow me to dances in it, and I say, yo, I'm at Summer of Love on the 31st
of March,
because you know Rob sorted it out for me.
Yeah,
cool. I'll be expecting my flyer, but and I kind of think this is a good rave. I know if those 50 people come, they're gonna have a good time, even if it's not just on my set, just the whole environment. And then cool, Wes books me for a dance in the local Morley's and wants the same energy. I don't want to bring my 50 people to Morley's because when I bring them to the Morley's, they're gonna say, yo, see, then my word means nothing again because I ain't going there. True. Last time he brought me to Morley's.
True.
Do you see what I'm saying? So you kind of got to say,
then why play the dance?
Because it's my job. But you're asking, it's about the selling. It's about the selling. It's about the selling. It's about the selling. It's all about the selling. Because
are you gonna go to that event, Wes? So say you're a DJ. I don't want to book you to an event that you don't think is part of your branding.
Yeah.
Good for your branding. Do you still play that event?
Getting paid, innit?
So you still feel about an event which is against your branding completely?
I'd feel bullshit if I can get paid.
You know the thing is, listen. It all depends on how far against your ethics it is, isn't it? Like I'm not gonna go to some gang banging, crack smoking party just because they're paying me. I'm not interested in that. So that would be like, yo, I don't agree with drugs. I'm not going. Yeah, simple. All right. But all I'm saying is, what I'm talking about is the rave not being. I just know I can't. I just know I don't want my diehard fans that follow me and trust every word I say to come here because that will lose me stripes.
And I read you and say, yo, see, I beg you post a flyer.
Yeah, I'll post it, but I would post his one straight after. To give options. I would give options. I would say, yo, boom, Rob's dance on the and yeah, Summer of Love on the blah blah blah. Just like you know, you gauge.
You put the energy more. Like they're fireworks. They're C6 grenades.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, I have had that. I have had people. Listen, I'll tell you when I felt so bad here. This girl called Jasmine. I don't really know her, so I didn't feel as bad. But this girl called Jasmine, it was her birthday, and I put a flyer up, and she was like, she booked a table. She's like, I'm coming to this dance. It looks good. Like, well, what time's your set?
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool. I told her my set time. Anyway, fast forward to the event. It was just her and her table in the event.
What do you mean?
It was just them. It was just them.
The dance bombed.
The dance bombed, and she bought a table.
Literally just
it's her and her 7 friends in the dance. So I walked in for my set at 1:30, and they're just sitting at the table. It was like, have you seen In-Betweeners when they go to the rave? They're just I couldn't believe it. So I've come and she's like, I'm like, oh babe, like what? But I was playing that somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I brought them to the next dance with me.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
And then like begged the promoter to kind of allow them and told him what happened. He was like, alright, cool.
Yeah.
Like, just give me a. And I paid the he told give me 30 quid and let them in. And they come and they had a little decent time. But the point is, I felt bad and she didn't really know me too well. But she's obviously thinking, her friends are thinking,
alright, in that case, should the promoter given her money back?
He couldn't.
But should he have though?
He had to pay me. No, with that, yeah, that's like.
Would you say that he should have given her money back?
I don't think he should give her his money back. I think he should give up promoting. I think he should give up promoting.
You know what? Bad raves happen, man.
Yeah.
They happen. Man's been through that.
You know the funniest thing that you promoters do, when raves happen and you're dead, the guy's just on the phone, always busy talking to somebody, talking to no one. Yeah, cuz, we saying, obviously what time are you man coming? Oh, yeah, alright, cool. Yo, hello. The promoters always walking up and down to the phone, talking to no one.
Gone.
Yeah?
When it's really dead, if you got your little team there, you got your girl on the door, you're gone. Yeah, you're gone. Yeah.
No, I've seen that.
But I've been through that. I've been through them.
What's the worst rave you've had?
No, I've been through that.
As in like literally like 5 man in a rave.
I've been through that.
What do you think was the cause of it? Was there bare big raves on the night? You didn't push it well enough?
No, it happens, bro.
What do you think it is though?
If there's a new brand and you've started a new brand and people don't really know it, I'll give you an example. Alright, Summer Love wasn't meant to be a continuous dance, if you get what I mean. So the idea came from Dap saying, "Rah, we should do something together." And I said, "Rah, my birthday's coming soon." So he's like, "Alright, cool, what are we gonna call it?" Lonnie was playing and I'm driving. Then I start singing. I said, "Rah, let's call it Summer Love." And he goes, "Rah, you know what, that's a good name." So we've done the first one and it's banged.
Did Lanyo get any permission?
He played in he played in a festival.
Okay.
So the first festival I did, man booked him, and I told him how, and he was like, "Right, for real?" I said, "Yeah." I said this dance come about because of you. So I said that's why I had to book you for the biggest version of the dance, and he was like, "Right, thank you." And I said to him, "Yeah, it's only because of you that all of this is happening." So we put the first dance now. It's done well. Everyone's like, "Oh, when's the next one?" And I'm like, "Next year." They're like, "No." So we've done the following month, 4 weeks later, and it's banged even more. Then everyone's asking when's the next one, and I'm like, no, literally, summer's done next year. So that kind of picked up the momentum. I think what slowed the progression of where it should be was
I think it was COVID.
It was that COVID thing. So imagine
that COVID thing, like
no. I had a dance here. We sold over 1,700 tickets, and there was meant to be more. It's a day party, over 1,700. The day before, what's her name? That was Prime Minister.
Oh, the 2 week girl.
Bro, she changed. She changed a rule by like a few days. So now the dance on this day, if the dance was like 3 days later, 2 days later, the dance was still carried on. What? Because of the rules she put last minute, fucked up everything. So you know, like now when you're doing bare refunds, people lose trust. They become like, what if the dance gets cancelled again? Then from that, bro, we had people for that dance. Man had people from Manchester, Leeds, Birmingham, Sweden, Amsterdam, Paris. Because when you're looking at on the ticketing site where people was buying, it was loads of out of London people, but it was because the branding was so good and they seen the videos, no one wanted to miss out. So if that one happened, bro, we would have been doing one a year, 5,000.
Have you had a done event yet? Have you had a done event yet?
I don't do events a lot. Like I don't do enough to like. I kind of do. For a few years I only did my birthday, which was always alright. I have had I'll tell a lie. I did have a dance that was shit. I did have a shit dance.
Is that shit because it just wasn't popping?
No, it was like everything was going wrong. Like I had to move the venue 2 days before, and then when I moved it, the new venue wasn't that good, so I had to refund some tickets, and then got there. Then they changed the time, So there was all the elements working against me. I should have just pulled the plug, but I didn't. I tried to fight through it. That was a bit shit. But then I've had events that like I didn't expect to be so big. So when I used to do the silent disco, that like was just something small, and then it flew. And it was like, well, okay, cool. But then during COVID, everybody was doing them, so I kind of let it go. But it's just you can never really tell what's gonna bust until it. You know, everyone's got this vision that this is gonna be the big thing.
Hope you like this episode. Please remember, like, share, subscribe, so we can get Where's full time. I'm gonna churn out more vlogs. This week I was in my feelings, you know, due to the family losses. It's mad. This week's been nuts, you know. I didn't even tell you lot. So I lost my aunt in the first. Then we're gonna take her to Nigeria to bury. Then my other cousin, who his mum would have probably been one of the ones back home helping with everything, because she's based out there. She died 4 days ago. Yeah, it's mad. So I'm going back home to bury 2 aunts. So it's had me a bit not wanting to do nothing, but lucky enough I got good people around me who's been keeping me on a positive, keeping me mentally focused. So yeah, it's gonna be good things to come this year, more things to come. You're not gonna see me sulking and moaning about life. Nah, that ain't happening. Like, we got some positive things coming, and that's due to the people I've got around me and my support system. So yeah, let's keep grafting, keep sharing, keep liking, keep supporting, and thank you lot. Peace.